Today we are back with a very special why I drive on this black F40. Now you might remember this car. I did a video on the owner and his collection about 3 weeks ago, but today we were able to get the car out on its own in the sunshine, and we're going to go over the history of this car, how it ended up being black. It's gone through a crazy life. We're going to find out why he drives it. Let's go. So today we are back with my friend Trevor, the legendary F40 owner. Was this your childhood dream car?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but you know, like in the stratosphere of dreams, that bucket list kind of, it's the GOAT. It's one of the greatest cars ever. There's lots of opinions on this. From what I've heard, they were all red. There was a few cars that got repainted right after they got painted red for the Sultan of Brunei. So those ones kind of left the factory as different colors. But they did get painted red first. If you ever see an F40 that's not red, it's a repaint.
What's the story on this particular example?
It came up for auction and it was in Bangkok and it was black. And I had it on my kind of dream list, like maybe one day, if an F40 ever pops up that's, you know, not out of control, collectible, or like more of a driver, maybe I'd look at that. This one came up and it had a bunch of modifications. It's been color changed. It's got some miles on it, and I'm like, this could be the one.
What was the feeling like? I don't even know what to say. Like,
yeah, it was
buying
like,
that.
I think it was 6 in the morning bidding on this thing. There was me and one other guy. I was going back and forth, and then it just stopped. And I'm like, oh man, I'm the highest bidder. And then it was done.
And then you won it.
Yeah, so they put me in touch with the seller who was in Bangkok, and he was super cool. He's like, you know what? I won't hold you to this. You should come over, check it out, make sure it's what you want, and then we'll finalize it from there.
Obviously, well, things worked out because right here is the car, which for me is kind of surreal to see this car here in Calgary. You would never think this would end up in Calgary of all places.
Yeah, although I hear there's a lot of F40s hidden away in Calgary.
There are, but none of them are black.
No, that's true.
So what makes this car different to a regular F40 other than the paint job?
Yeah, so it's a Euro spec street F40. Spent most of its life in Japan, and one of the Japanese owners did a bunch of changes to it. And there's a lot of kind of LM inspired changes to the car. So the seats are LM seats, the steering wheel, the shift knob, LM accelerator pedal. Brakes have been upgraded to the big Brembo brake, and they also did a dual master cylinder, so it has brake bias adjustment, which is really cool.
That's probably useful when driving this thing.
Yeah.
Is it rowdy? Is this car as scary as people make it out to be online?
Yeah, I think the feeling is that it wants to kill us both when you're driving it. So you give it a ton of respect, especially in first and second gear. Careful. Yeah. We've all seen F40s do the wrong thing. 2 of them in January.
Can we open it up and check out all of the sort of features, quirks and features?
Let's start up front. I will get you to open this side.
So this is open by latches?
Yeah.
Wow. This is crazy.
So we just lift up a hand under this here. Yeah. And then just pull forward.
Oh my gosh.
And just keep going until it stops.
Wow.
Realize there's not much to these things when you see it opened up.
Yeah.
It's a carbon Kevlar shell just kind of strapped to a race car frame.
What's the difference between Kevlar and fiber?
It's just older technology. I don't think carbon fiber was as developed in 1988 when they started designing this. This is what was available.
And then there would be your spare tire, I assume?
No, it looks like it should hold a spare. Ferrari never shipped it with a spare. I've never seen a spare in there. But I think there's some sweet Italian luggage that fits perfectly in there.
Ah, so it's actually a luggage compartment.
It is, yeah.
Very nice. And then what are these, brochures?
Toolkit.
Oh, toolkit.
Yep.
That's useful.
All the tools have Ferrari logos on them.
It's really exposed. You do see everything under here.
Yeah, it looks like an open wheel race car when you pop it open.
Yeah. And the back, that opens kind of the same way. Just these latches right on the corners there.
Yeah, I'll need your assistance.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll lift it.
Okay.
Over here, there's a pole that lifts up,
and
you have to assemble it like a tent pole.
Okay.
And then that pole will hold it open. So you're on pole duty.
All right.
I'll do the lifting.
Try and open this. Okay.
Yeah. That's quite heavy.
All right. So here's the pole.
Yeah. So a couple clips there.
Okay. Let me just put the phone down.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, you can hold it actually. This is very raw footage.
Are we this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we
Nice.
go. And
then it goes up into that little cup.
Wow.
Perfect.
That's crazy. That's very rudimentary, honestly.
Yeah.
I guess save weight. Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah, it's hard to believe this was the factory solution.
just in this little cubby. And then right here, is this an aftermarket exhaust?
Yes, this is nice sport exhaust. The stock muffler is a big, huge muffler that sits there.
And what's the difference? I hear people talking about like cat, decat. What
Yeah.
does that mean?
Yeah, so this was a cat car. The cats have been removed. You know if it's a cat car because this cross member is arched. On the non-cat, this is just a flat bar across because they didn't need as much room down there.
Oh, okay. And is that a difference between US spec versus Euro spec, or is that just how you
It
order
was something that evolved through, like when they started making them, at first there was no cats, and then the requirements were changing throughout the production run, and especially when they introduced it in the US. It had to have cats. So every opening you see on the outside of an F40 does something different and very specific. So this one comes down to the oil cooler for the engine oil. On this side, it gets split in two. One side comes around to cool the wastegate,
Okay.
and this side comes down to a transmission oil cooler.
Wow. There you've got Speedline wheels on it. I mean, this is a crazy, crazy car. It's not stock quite at all.
No, it has a JRZ suspension right now.
So what's it like actually taking this thing on the streets?
It's very composed, like surprisingly compliant in the city. I wasn't expecting that. It's easy to drive. The clutch is super heavy, but the engagement point is actually pretty smooth.
Can we take it for a ride and hear
Absolutely.
it start up?
For sure.
Let's go take it for a spin around Calgary. I can't believe I'm saying this. Thanks, Trevor. All right, so we are in the F40 on the streets of downtown Calgary. Now, are you stressed driving this car downtown?
No, not at all.
You're used to
it's
it?
very drivable. Yeah, it's starting to become familiar, which is a really cool experience to become familiar with something like this.
Yeah, because I imagine most owners nowadays don't want to take the car like this into a downtown built up, you know, construction zone area. But for you, you're getting used to driving the car regularly.
Yeah, and the whole car is PPF'd, so I'm not super stressed about the paint job. It cleans up easy.
Driving this thing around downtown, have you had any stressful moments?
I had a stressful moment yesterday where we were just ripping along a road and someone didn't see and turned right in front. It was full brakes.
Yeah. Does this have ABS?
No, it is analog everything. That's
As raw as it can get, pretty
it's about
much.
as raw as it gets, yeah.
And this is even more raw, than a normal F40. Because yeah, you've got the seats in it.
Yeah, not too many mechanical changes. It has the LM style dual brake master cylinder. So I can have a brake bias adjustment here, forward, rear, which is kind of cool. It has sport exhaust. It has JRZ suspension. And then the rest of the changes were more, you know, kit. So steering wheel, shift knob, seats.
Does this open, or is this just like,
Yeah.
what is this? Airbag, glove box?
Fuse bank is in there.
Okay.
And then I think the blower for the AC.
I always wondered, because I see that it's got screws, so I'm like, there can't be an airbag.
Yeah.
And you've got your fuel gauge, oil pressure, oil temperature, and there's your vents.
And boost.
How many pounds of boost does this make?
About one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it ever scare you driving
Yes.
this car?
Constantly. I give it a lot of respect in first and second gear because I know that's when people lose it. And once I'm in third and, you know, it's a straight shot, maybe up a hill, we'll launch it. It's always that second gear, the boost comes on, they lose it, and then they let off the throttle, and then they're gone. That's been the accident that we've seen a few times on Instagram.
Yeah. So what's the best way to drive this car? Just ease in slow?
Ease in slow, listen for the turbos spin up. It's a lot of lag. Like it's like a 2.5 seconds before you feel it. And then the the amount of boost that kicks in beyond 5,000 RPM is incredible. So just be ready for that. And everything feels so fast because the car's so raw. You feel the speed, so you'll be doing what feels like you're going like 200 kilometers an hour, and you look down, you're barely speeding.
Which kind of makes the experience more enjoyable, right?
I think it's way more fun.
Kind of surreal riding around in this car in the Calgary, Alberta, you know, like the city that I live in. Who would have thought there's F40s around here? But I heard there's multiple.
I've heard that too. Is this your first time in an F40?
Second, but first modified one.
Okay.
Yes, and first black one. I think everyone's first time in a black one would be in this car, because how many are there? 3? 2?
I've heard of at least 3, so.
Plus this
know.
one.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of those in Canada, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I got to meet that guy in Toronto.
Yeah, that would be cool to get them together.
Yeah.
Do you have any trips planned in this car? Road trips, adventures, any events you want to take it to?
Mostly local things, but I'm discovering how road trippable it is. So I think I might do some more longer trips.
Yeah, that would be really cool, you know, to see an F40 owner that's taking it out on long drives, because I feel like that used to happen. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, there was a matte green one in California, used to drive around, and lots of them, but not so much nowadays.
I've had the car on the road for 6 months, and I've put 2,500K on it.
Wow.
So I think I'm doing pretty good.
That's really good. That's probably higher than 99% of other ones out there. Do people give you crazy reactions on the street?
It's hilarious watching people's jaws drop, and then just like the joy on their face. We call this my buddies, we call it community service, taking the F40 out.
Yeah.
It makes people so happy.
Yeah, it really does. When you see a car you would never expect to see just driving past you, especially here. I can't imagine, if you know what this is, to just see one randomly. Like, that's insane if you're just driving, you know? Do a lot of people, you think, know what it is, or are most people oblivious to what it is, they just know it's Ferrari?
Yeah, I think about 25% of people realize what it is, and then they have that moment of disbelief. It was 11 p.m. at a gas station a couple nights ago, and this guy walked up, he's like, "Is that what I think it is?" I was like, "No, can't be." And then we chatted for like half an hour.
Have you ever had anyone ask if it's a replica?
Yeah, constantly. Everyone thinks it's a kit car.
And what do you say to them?
I say, yeah, it's a Fiero.
And what do they say when you say that?
And they start looking closer.
Yeah, Fieros don't have carbon doors. Wow. Do you drive it around the city much, or is most of your driving mountains, highways?
That's a little bit. Going to car shows, the Cars and Coffee, it's usually city driving.
Yeah.
But this thing likes the big, wide open, high-speed corners.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I don't really have any more questions. I'm kind of at a loss for words in this car. Just taking the experience in of actually riding in it. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you again for featuring on the channel, doing a video. It's my honor to interview you. Hope you guys enjoyed. You go follow on Instagram. I'll put the handle right here. In the meantime, never quit on your dreams. See you in the next video. God loves you.